Not to be a hater, but good morning. I was gonna say happy Monday. I don't know if I quite have that in me yet, but coming up soon. I'll work on getting there. I had all these like big goals and aspirations for this week where I was like, I'm gonna wake up at 5 every day and start working out, because I used to be a morning workout person, and that was just like really great for me because I enjoyed waking up early, or at least I could do it waking up early, and then my workout was just like done for the day, which was wonderful for me. But something that I can't do is that when it's cold, like getting out of bed when it's dark outside and it's below freezing is not for me. But it's starting to get more spring temperatures, it's starting to not be cold anymore. We're kind of coming out of hibernation, and so I was like, okay, this is the week, like March, we're getting back on it. I'm gonna start waking up at 5 and going to work out. And I really was like fully motivated to do that too, until I could not fall asleep last night for the life of me. Like, it was one of those where you're literally just laying there and you're like, am I still awake? Yes, I am still awake. For the longest time, to where eventually I was like, you know what, I need to scoot my alarm back. Scoot my alarm back, because 5 a.m. is not working out. So it's fine, because then I'll just go this afternoon, and maybe, I don't know, because I feel like to get back in the habit of waking up early, sometimes it does take just having a really tired day so that then you can go to bed actually early and your body can actually fall asleep early, and then you're kind of more good as you go through. But didn't do that. I have spent this morning getting ready real quick and then getting all of my food together for the day. I made a smoothie that I'll take with me to work that's in the freezer right now. I'm obviously making coffee right now, which you can probably vividly hear, sorry for that. And then I think we have leftovers for lunch, but it'll just be like repackaging them into a little Tupperware. This week, I'm really hoping it's gonna be a fun one. I'm really hoping it's gonna be a good one. It's a full 5-day work week. At work, I know that, let's see, I know I have a family meeting this afternoon, but I think I don't have quite as many scheduled things in the week as I did last week, which is kind of nice just because it gives me more freedom to, you know, move about my day, getting things done. It is social work month, so there are several like fun celebration type things going on throughout the month to celebrate social workers, really show their appreciation for us. We don't have any today that I'm aware of, but sometime, either Tuesday or Wednesday, we have breakfast that they're bringing. Don't know what the breakfast is, but hoping for something good. And then every Friday, they're doing like a sweet little treat for us too. So, thanks for joining me on this vlog. Didn't introduce myself. Hopefully you already know who I am now. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm 24 years old, living in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 2 years out of grad school, and I am a social worker at a children's hospital doing pediatric medical social work. That's the spiel. See you later. I slept better last night. I barely slept, like, amount of sleep was low, but I did sleep better. Oh my goodness. Can you hear those birds? Because they are loudly announcing that it is springtime. It's Spring is on the way. Spring is here. I think it's supposed to be raining today, so we're probably gonna drive to work, which is kind of exciting. And then today's the day that we're getting like breakfast for social work month. They're bringing us breakfast. However, not to be a hater, but I am gonna make my own breakfast because yesterday I heard that 2 years ago for social work month, the breakfast was like this hot catered breakfast that was like really good. But then last year for social work month, it was literally yogurt and fruit. Now, if I don't eat breakfast at home and I get to work and the breakfast is yogurt and fruit that's provided for me, it's not gonna be a good start to my day. So I'm gonna make my own breakfast here. Work was good yesterday, but it was pretty slow, which is good. And then dinner was chicken smash burgers. I meant to talk to you and I just didn't, so I apologize for that. And I'll do better today and then the rest of the days in the week. But it was like this chicken smash burger tacos is what they were called. So it was like this ground chicken with like spices type mixture that then you put a tortilla on and you just like thinly layer the mixture onto the tortilla, and then you cook it face down for like 2-3 minutes, and it's so thin that it cooks at that time, and then you flip it over for like another minute and add some cheese on there. It was so good, and like honestly pretty easy in the grand scheme of things too. And then I went and did legs workout, did some legs, did some abs, did a little bit of biking, and it ended up going so well at night that I was like, I gave up on my whole 5 a.m. thing again. I woke up at 5. Well, I woke up at 5:15, and then I was like, I still have time. And so my alarm was set for 5:35, so I went back to sleep until 5:35. But then the gag is that now it's 6:15, and I just got out of bed because I was just hanging around. I got several notifications on my phone, and I think I'm gonna be getting a lot of things delivered this week, so we can do like a big unboxing of everything that I bought recently, which is like not that much, but there are several things that I like needed, and so I budgeted for, and so I ordered them. But I'm gonna get ready, I suppose, and then make breakfast. Propped on my little row of books again, but my new tripods that I ordered will be getting here I think tomorrow, so then I'll have kind of better setups. You probably don't even know like how janky and put together where I set my camera around my apartment is, but it is janky and put together. I feel like it has been such a sad couple of weeks on the unit that I work in, and today was no exception to that, and my heart just feels very heavy today, and my mind just feels like full of care for family that I've gotten to know over several months. That's kind of all I did in my workday today, was focus on them and their baby. But woo-wee. The breakfast this morning, it was not a hot breakfast, but they did have some good options there. I just had a s'mores Pop-Tart, but they also had like muffins, some fruit, some yogurt, some juices, that kind of thing. I got home tonight and I went to the gym. I did a little Pilates workout, or like Pilates inspired workout, just a video on YouTube. And I feel like I really liked it because it was nice and like slow, but also like kind of mind numbing to where I didn't have to like super focus on anything. And my body felt really worked too. So I'm kind of trying to, I don't know, I'm just continually trying to move my body in ways that feel good and are beneficial to it. So that was just kind of a new thing that I did today. It's just like a quiet, rainy night tonight, and so I'm kind of just gonna spend more time working on editing the video I'm currently working on, drinking my hot chocolate. Something that I've learned, I feel like, in my, my year and a half post-grad of social work, is that it's very important for me to feel feelings, because that's how they like wash over me and I process through them. So I'm spending my time today sending my love to all the people in all the situations that I feel the need to send my love to that's been going on, because that helps me process and work through. But I hope you're having a restful night wherever you are right in this moment right now. I'll see you tomorrow. know if you can tell that you're on my new little tripod. I don't know how you would be able to tell, but you are on my new little tripod. I filmed an unboxing for TikTok, and then I was like, you know who's missing out on this? You know who needs to see this too? My YouTube besties. So I figured I'd show you what I got here too. I have one package that's still coming. In short though, in kind of like quick version, all of my packages that I've ordered like in the past few weeks arrived today. Even ones that were supposed to arrive March 11th, 4 days from now, all of a sudden they're out for delivery today. I don't know how that happened. You see me use these all the time. Vichy Normaderm Acne Control Gel Cleanser and Moisturizer. That, alongside my facials, happened at the same time, fixed my face. And then I also got Vichy's little serum, little retinol serum to try. Figured I'd give it a go because I'm almost out of my Alpha H that I got a little bit ago. And they sent 2 little samples of different like moisturizers and stuff too, which is cute. I got, where'd I put them? If you remember my whole budget talk from last week, these are the product of that. I am thinking of branching out in the dance classes that I'm taking. That'll be coming up soon. And it's also why I didn't go to ballet yesterday. Don't know if you noticed. Don't know how you would have. But some of the classes that I'll be taking, you dance in sneakers, and I didn't have like any good sneakers to dance in. These also are not good sneakers to dance in, I do not think. But kind of by the time I processed that and realized that, I tried to cancel the order, and at that point it was too late. Like they were already about to be shipped. So they arrived, and I might return them, I might not. They were $40. That's where the budget part comes in. That's how I ended up with these. And I mean, I think I like them. They're Skechers Delights, white and silver. I mean, like maybe. The reason that I don't think they'll be good for dancing is that they're too, well, actually, I was gonna say they're too grippy at the bottom. They're kind of slick, which is nice, because you have to be able to like turn and spin and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna be keeping these, but they're here for now. I am like so surrounded in boxes. I got a tripod bonanza. Tripod palooza. This one is Mr. Big and sturdy for like sit down videos for YouTube, that kind of thing. Because the cameras can be kind of heavy, so you need something like nice and sturdy if it's gonna be sitting up high off the ground, which I learned whenever I broke the lens on this camera a little bit ago. This one, not as sturdy, a little more flimsy, comes with a gooseneck, and it's gonna be for my phone at times that I want to film like TikToks and stuff and make them be actually good. That is my plan for those. And then the last one, I'm gonna move you. Can you see this? You see what's in my hand? Ooh, not if you, there you go. Kinda, can you see that? This little guy that you're on is the last one that I got. Which just makes holding this so much easier, I feel like, I think. I'm in a funky mood. I've been in a funky mood. Not all day today. My day started off really great today. Got to work early because Zach had to get to work early, and I rode with him and just like sat out in the garden. It was this beautiful spring morning. The birds were chirping. It smelled like flowers. I sat and read my book. So chill. And in my head I was thinking like, I feel like the moment I walk in those hospital doors, this chill moment is like not gonna matter anymore. Walk in the hospital doors, and I was kind of right. I mean, out of really what it is I feel like I go through the majority of my life, and like if someone makes any type of comment to me or something that doesn't sit right, I can move past it so easily. I always have the mindset of like, I will sleep soundly in my peaceful little bed tonight no matter what people say to me. I have pretty thick skin. However, it's like I don't even know what my little Achilles heel is. Like I haven't deduced that quite yet. But sometimes people will say things and it just like really gets under my skin. Whether it's like insinuating that I did something wrong, even if in my head I know I didn't, but like somehow my validation to myself just isn't enough and it can get under my skin, or like insinuating that I should have done more and I didn't, or insinuating, maybe that's what it is. If people attack my character, it's not that serious. But I just feel like I always try my best, and I always try to believe that other people are trying their bests. Like I feel like we all owe that to each other, and I don't think everyone always thinks that, and whenever other people think that I'm not trying my best, it gets to me. So anyways, that happened like early in the morning at work today, and I just like spent the rest of my day kind of in a little hater mood. And I mean, I still did all my work and stuff, but like I was in a little hater mood. I wasn't hating, I just was
in a bad mood. And then I feel like it kind of carried over into tonight because I got home. Zach's not here. He's busy. He's busy doing his own thing tonight, which is great. I was like, oh, little night into myself. Was gonna work out. Was gonna make dinner. Maybe was gonna like clean a little bit, sit and read, whatever. It's like almost 8 p.m. and I did make myself dinner. I had like a bagel and some waffles and eggs, a little breakfast for dinner. And then I like sat and ate my dinner, and then it's kind of late. And then I was like, I should probably go work out, but I really wasn't feeling it. And then eventually by the time I realized that I wasn't gonna go work out, then I showered. Then I was like, well, I should have showered like an hour ago just to have that done with my night. I feel like I wasted time. And then now I'm hungry again, so I'm gonna have to make something again. I just feel like, I don't know what I feel like. I guess that's it. I don't know what I feel like. I feel like I'm ready for it to be Friday, which is good because it almost is. I hope you were in a more positive mood than I was today. Just because it's more pleasant for our own selves whenever we're in positive moods going throughout life.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
I slept so poorly last night, and to be fair, we're coming right off of the time change, and so that makes sense, and I think everyone is sleeping poorly right now. But I went to sleep at, it was probably like 10. That was like, okay, you're gonna lay down until you go to sleep, because I wasn't quite tired yet with the time change, but I did it. Fell asleep, woke back up at like 3, and never really fell asleep again. So that's how we're heading into the day. The only things I've left in my little morning routine, let's see, I have like 10 minutes before I'm late. This is what I was looking for. The only things that I have left in my morning routine are to finish my coffee real quick, and then I did not get a chance to eat breakfast, so I'm bringing my box of cereal and a bowl to work with me, so I gotta get some little milk that I can put in a cup and bring with me too. Oh, and a spoon. I guess I'll need that too. But just wanted to say hello before the whole day just, you know, starts. Got going without us checking in. Pardon my stripes. The sun is different now. You know, now that the time changed. I feel like the amount of times I heard people today mention the time change, it was a lot, but also, I mean, it affects all of us, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Today at work was busy, but like a fine level of busy, a manageable level of busy. Gotta meet new people, gotta, you know, waltz around, do some things. Had a little family meeting, typed a lot of notes. I feel like it was a fine start to the week, especially after such a sad week last week. Walked home, kind of sweaty, not gonna lie. The spring temperatures are springing. Oh, and I made a TikTok that showed this weekend, but look at this. I've had this vase for forever. It's just like this cutesy little gal, but now it has tulips in it.
and I am just loving that. Fabric tulips, fake tulips. I got them from Walmart for like $2. So that's what I'm staring at right now while I talk to you. Tonight, I am pretty excited, also kind of nervous because I'm going to, it's a new dance studio. The first time I went was yesterday and I did their intermediate ballet class and it was so hard. It was so hard, but I like the studio overall and I got their like little beginner class pass type thing. And so I have 3 classes to use on it. So first was ballet yesterday. And then today I had thought, this is about to be over explaining in a way that you don't care, but I was going to go to like this Broadway class where you would like learn Be Our Guest. And I was like, that seems like it would be so much fun. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know if I really want to go to that one. And so instead now I'm doing one that's at the same time, but is contemporary, which I've never done before. I did ballet growing up, a little dabble in modern growing up. I've never done contemporary, but I feel like it's pretty close to the same. But I'm excited for it, but I still have at least an hour and a half before I'm leaving, which I don't know. I definitely could like pick up things around because there's just a lot of things around, including like all of the blankets that I brought down with me in the middle of the night last night whenever I moved to the couch and I couldn't sleep. There's like, if you can see it over here, when I unboxed all my new tripods last week, a lot of them are just kind of still sitting there until they really come into commission. So I could do those things. I'll probably also just like lay on the floor for a little bit. One thing that helps me have energy after work is having things to look forward to once the workday is done. Welcome to my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. After wrapping up at our job, Zach and I headed towards the West End. Check out these fat houses on the way. I meant to bring a change of clothes, but forgot, so this was my fit on the Beltline. Just a girly who works in healthcare. We've been meaning to try out the West Side Beltline, but hadn't made it over here yet. It is cool, but will not replace the East Side anytime soon. Today, Monday Night Garage was having a gluten freedom night. Yesterday, they closed their kitchen and deep cleaned the entire thing in preparation for today, so the whole brewery was safe for people with celiac. I got a kiwi sour and Zach got a strawberry basil spritz. The pizzas came out quickly and were delicious. Mine was hot honey and Zach got pesto with prosciutto. I'm never able to say no to a sweet little treat, and so Zach and I stopped off at Bantam and Biddy where Zach got a gluten-free chocolate cake and I got some no-bake cookies. Obviously not every day looks like this after work, nor could it, but I find that the days I focus on living my life outside of my 9 to 5, the job doesn't take as much out of me. Don't live your life for your work, but work so that you can enjoy the things that make your life yours.